If you have a property for rent or for rent to own and you're struggling to find a tenant or tenant buyer, then keep watching as I share some reasons as to why you're having this issue and why no one wants your property. Hey, what's up? It's Dara, real estate investor, entrepreneur, and consultant out of Atlanta, Georgia. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 different reasons as to why your rental property is still sitting vacant. Reason number 1 as to why your rental property is still sitting vacant, potentially, is because you're not doing enough marketing. Now, there are tons of different online websites where you can post properties for rent, and people are just on a daily, every hour on the hour. People are looking for properties to rent. So if you're not on each and every one of these websites, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Some of those websites, just to name a few, are of course Zillow, Trulia, HotPads, Cozy, Realtor.com, and the list goes on and on and on. There's actually one, I think it's about people with pets. I think it's like Pet Friendly Homes or something like that. Look it up, and if you do not allow pets in your property, then disregard that website. But so the first reason would be not enough outreach and marketing. You can also obviously put a for rent sign in the yard, and you can put some bandit signs in the area. You can even reach out to local realtors to see if they have any clients looking. But you can, if you want to go the route without a realtor or property manager, it's very, very simple to market for tenants or tenant buyers. Reason number 2 as to why your property is still sitting vacant and you haven't found any tenants or tenant buyers is because maybe you've done the marketing necessary, but you don't have enough pictures. If you didn't know, people buy based on emotion. And not only that, people are very visual, especially when it comes to the living situation. So not only do you need to have pictures, and several of them, you need to have well lit and inviting pictures. So you may not have to go and pay a professional for pictures when it comes to something like a rental as opposed to maybe like an Airbnb or a home for sale. But it would behoove you to get some really good lighting and a really nice camera back up in the corner to get the whole room, get all the good angles of the home and flick it up. You want to have several pictures of the property when you do market it online. So if it's not reason number 1, a lack of marketing, then it's probably reason number 2, a lack of lots of photos. Reason number 3 as to why your property is still sitting vacant is probably because it's not in a desirable area. Now, let's be honest. Every market, there's a market for everything. There's a market for everyone. But some people just really don't want to be next to a graveyard. Some people really just don't want to be on the one-lane road, So it really is important to get the right location for the right people, and brings me to reason number 4, the right price. So if the location isn't really the issue as far as your property that's still sitting vacant, then it's more than likely the price. So say it's in a great area, and because it's in a great area, you think that you can get some exorbitant rent amount. Well, that's not the case. You definitely want to stay within market range, market value when it comes to the rent. So if you are looking and it's been weeks and weeks and days and months with a vacant property, then these are probably one of the 4 reasons that I listed are probably the reasons why your property is still vacant. Price is typically one of the big reasons, but that's not always the reason, if at all. So like I said, sometimes it's the lack of marketing, lack of nice photos. People are very visual. Maybe it's not the best location. Maybe a shooting just happened in the area and people are a little wary. Maybe, something horrible with the weather really just hits that one spot where you have that property located. You just never know. And or it's the price. Just really don't be greedy when it comes to this. Make sure your numbers work for you, of course. But, if time has come and passed and you're seeing that you're asking for too much or nobody's showing any interest at all. If there is interest and maybe, people are disappearing or going ghost on you out of nowhere, you just never know why. So you do want to get feedback. But if you're getting absolutely no interest, it's probably the price. So consider lowering it just to get it occupied. And once you have somebody, you may be able to increase the rent on them over time. But just in order to make sure you don't have to pay any holding costs or anything for vacancy, consider lowering your price. And I think that's it for this video. I did say I was giving you 4 reasons, right? There they are. So thank you for watching. I hope that you liked this video or got some value from it, whether you liked it or not. But if you did like it, give it a thumbs up, comment below, share this video all over the internet, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.